Today, we are checking into Disney's Contemporary Resort. We'll be staying in a theme park view room, complete with access to the concierge lounge, the Atrium Club. I'll be bringing you along during my one-night stay, showing you all of the food offerings, and I'll let you know how it stacks up to the club level experience at other Disney resorts. Check-in was super simple. There was a cast member down in the lobby who I was able to briefly check in with. She then brought me to the elevator and up to the 12th floor to the Atrium Club, where I finished checking in and was given a quick tour of the club. While we wait for our room to be ready, we still have a little bit of time before breakfast ends, so let me head into the club so I can show you what they have. So this is the Atrium Club. To our right is going to be a lot of the stuff that's going to stay out throughout every meal. So we have some milks, we have some soda, juice, and some cold snacks on the bottom, some grapes, some apples, and some carrots. We also have a freezer full of Mickey bars, Mickey sandwiches, and strawberry fruit bars. This is going to be here all the time. So if you want, you could actually grab a Mickey bar for breakfast. We might have to do that maybe tomorrow, but they of course have the whole coffee setup, everything you're going to need right here to make a cappuccino or any type of fancy coffee. They've got some syrups, all the different kinds of milk, and we also have some water bottles there. But over here, we're going to start with all of the food. And it looks like they have a station to make some overnight oats and some yogurt. So they have our different toppings here. It also looks like that might be some chia seed pudding. So we have all our toppings. They have some fruit, some nuts, raisins. They also have chocolate chips up there. Over here, we have some hard-boiled eggs as well as some fresh cut fruit. I actually love that. I feel like a lot of the lounges don't have that, but I'm definitely going to be enjoying some of that fresh fruit, so that is very nice. And then over here we have more of our hot stuff. Before we get into our hot stuff though, they have some cereal, and then this is the good stuff. We have some scrambled eggs, some bacon, and some turkey sausage. Right next to that, we have a potato casserole. I feel like they never have like breakfast potatoes at the Disney World Club level lounges, and I'm always missing them. So I'm very happy to see that there, and it looks very good. They also have an Impossible sausage there, some plant-based sausage. And then what is this? Some cheesy grits. Oh my gosh, I hope these are the same ones that they have at Steakhouse 71 because I love their grits. We also have some avocado toast here. However, the avocado on there don't look too fresh. There is some smoked salmon, and then our pastries over here. And I was looking at the pastries and I realized in the back corner over there, they have some of these Steakhouse 71 biscuits that I love. I am so happy to see them here. And then finish it off with some oats and some more toppings. Now they also have some self-serve champagne out, which we will definitely be taking advantage of later on, but we just got a DC for now. Nice and spicy, but I got this plate over here because I wanted to make myself a little breakfast sandwich, a little bacon and egg biscuit sandwich. I always like doing that at the club lounges, kind of using the stuff that they have and making different things. And I love a breakfast sandwich. So that is just what we're gonna do. I'm gonna put some egg on here. This is gonna be good, guys. I can already tell. And we can put as much bacon as we want. That's the best part. I wish I had some cheese, but look at how good this looks. And these are the same biscuits from Steakhouse 71. I could already tell, so I know this is going to be great. Absolutely delicious. They make those biscuits in-house, and they are different from every other biscuit at Disney World. They're so good. Now, I'm also hoping that these grits are as good as the Steakhouse 71 grits. I can't tell. They have a little bit of like a cheesy sharpness, but they don't taste as like thick and grainy as the ones at Steakhouse 71. They're still good though. With this hash brown casserole, I feel like it's gonna be even better. Oniony, cheesy, and delicious. Our final thing is the avocado toast, which I believe is coming from Steakhouse 71 as well. They have an avocado toast on that menu. If I'm being honest, that avocado toast isn't that great, but everything else is, and I'm very happy with the spread here. Usually at the club lounges, they only have like one breakfast meat, maybe two, but here they have three. They have an impossible sausage, they have a turkey sausage, and they have some bacon. So we have definitely got a nice spread of food here that I'm going to enjoy. And you kind of heard me saying that some of the food here is from Steakhouse 71, and that's because at the club level lounges, they take a lot of the food from the restaurants around the resort and kind of make extra to have here. So throughout the day, we're gonna see some food from some of the other restaurants. I know later on, we might have some sushi from California Grill, which I am very excited about, but overall, can't go wrong with this breakfast spread. It's hard to beat a breakfast with this view over here overlooking the castle, Space Mountain. The train and monorail are passing right now. Wow, that is such a great view of Magic Kingdom. But I actually just got a text that our room is ready, so we're gonna go check that out. Now we got assigned to room 4843, which is on the 12th floor, the same floor as the Atrium Club, and it's only a couple doors down. So for example, the Atrium Club is right here. We just have to walk down a couple doors to the right, and as we're walking down, we could obviously look over the Contemporary Concourse. The monorail just went by, which was really cool to see from up here. But just a couple steps away from the Club Lounge, which is pretty awesome. And we also have a theme park view room. So I can't wait to show you guys the view from up there, but we're just right here. 4843. I think a monorail is coming right now. I can hear it, but I want to show you guys a quick tour of this room. This is, of course, one of the Incredibles rooms, which I know get a lot of hate, but I kind of like them. We'll scan our band. Bang. And no one else has joined me yet, so we've got a nice and empty room here. When you first walk in, you've got the bathroom on the left, and I have to say, this is probably one of the biggest Disney resort showers I have ever seen. It is so spacious in this shower. We've got the nice waterfall shower as well. All of our H2O products bolted down as per usual. But this is a massive shower. And my favorite part of this bathroom is this mirror. It is so cool. Look at the monorail design in it. And on the bottom, you can also see like the Contemporary. I want this mirror in my house. It is so awesome. We also have some Incredibles artwork in the restroom. We've got all of Jack's little portraits combined. And right across from the restroom is another part that you guys have probably seen photos of, but it is very cool. There's all the super suits hanging in the closet, which is a really cool detail. Another one of my favorite details about this room, and it's just your standard room, your standard studio room with 2 queen beds here. I love those Incredibles pillows. We've got Edna over there and Frozone right over here. But I feel like this room is incredibly spacious. There's like a lot more room in here, a lot of room for activities. And I also love this couch. It is a huge couch. And I feel like a lot of the Disney resorts don't have a couch in case like people come over, you want to, hang out in the room a little bit. I don't always like people sitting on my bed and such, but we've got a nice big couch here for that. But the best part of this room, just out here. Would you guys look at that view? And it's actually beautiful out right now. The weather is perfect to kind of sit out here on the balcony and enjoy. You can see the train going by, the monorail. We can see the Astro Orbiter spinning. We've got a good view of Thunder Mountain in the back, which is just reopened. I could see Tiana's. I could even look kind of on the back of Main Street over there. But this is such an incredible view. It's like the closest you could get to Magic Kingdom staying at the Contemporary here. So this is definitely going to be enjoyable later tonight when we watch the fireworks. Now that we've got some breakfast and I showed you guys a quick little mini room tour, I want to go over some of the logistics of this room here. First of all, the cost. And we'll go over the cost of staying at the Contemporary for one night on Monday, May 18th, which is when I'm staying here. To stay in one of the garden wing rooms, the cost is anywhere between $646 and $679. To stay in the main tower with a theme park view, the cost is $962 for this evening, and the cost that I paid to stay here with a theme park view room with club level access was $1,222. So it is definitely very expensive. Not something I do all the time, but something I do every so often to treat myself and to kind of show you guys what staying club level is like. Here at the Contemporary, there are actually two different club level lounges. We have the Atrium Club on the 12th floor, which is where we are, and there's also the Tower Club, which is located just above us on the 14th floor. From my understanding, both of the club level lounges are serving the exact same food and giving the exact same experience. I know this didn't always used to be the case. For example, they used to only serve sushi upstairs at the Tower Club, but now they serve sushi here in the Atrium Club as well, which I've already mentioned and I am very excited about. But with that being said, both of the club level lounges offer a coffee service from 6:30 to 7, a continental breakfast service from 7 to 10:30 a.m., afternoon refreshments from 12 to 4 p.m., contemporary flavors or hors d'oeuvres or dinner from 5 until 7 p.m., and then desserts and cordials from 8 until 10 p.m. Of course, I will be showing you guys every single one of those food offerings in case you're staying here and you are wondering what the food is going to be like, or if you're just curious and you like to see what the food is like at these different club level lounges. Well, they just put out the lunch/snacks, so I want to show you guys what they're offering, but before we do that, I'm going to show you guys a little bit more around the club. So as soon as you come out of the elevator onto the 12th floor, you are immediately in the club, and they have this whole section over here because the lounge isn't too large. And they do have some food out here as well. They have some champagne and some other drinks. And then they also have some chips. It's perfect for you to grab and maybe bring to the park. I think they're also gonna have some lemonade and unsweet tea out there as well. But they have a table here. They have a table just behind me as well. And they have some candy, which is dangerous. I feel like every time I've been going over to the elevator, I just grab a Starburst. And what is your guys' favorite flavor? I'm a yellow or pink Starburst fan, and I feel like no one else is. So there's a ton of yellow Starburst in there, which is perfect for me. But they also have some M&Ms and some peanut M&Ms and some Snickers. But then if we come over here just into the club, you can see our seating area after all of the food. So we have the gang hanging out over there, and then a couple of other tables over here. And they also have a great kids section in this club as well. They have a whole area for kids to hang out. They got Toy Story playing on the TV, and this nice big space for kids. I would imagine this would be perfect here. And of course, in the lounge, we also have a great view of Magic Kingdom. You can see the Seven Seas Lagoon, the Grand Floridian, the Polynesian over there, and then of course, the view of the park. I love that this lounge has a theme park view. It's perfect for guests that may not have a theme park view room, so you could still watch the fireworks from the resort. You could just come up to the club, open the doors, stand out on this balcony, and have a great view of the show. Now that you guys have the lay of the land, I'll show you guys what they're offering for snack hour. And right over here, I think we've got someone already going in on the chips. But what do we got? We got some house-made potato chips in salted and barbecue, some pretzels, and some goldfish as well. Just over here, we've got our classic, the club level classic, veggies, hummus, and ranch as well. Over here, there isn't much more, I'm going to be honest. We have like a bowl of some fruit here, some apples and oranges. There is a cheese plate with some pepper jack, cheddar, and crackers, but it's not anything extravagant. We've got Uncrustables here, which you guys will be happy to know. They are full Uncrustables. Sometimes they cut them in half or in quarters, and you guys always get mad that they cut them up. But no, here at the Contemporary, you got the full Uncrustables. But the best part is right over here, the cookies. You got some chocolate chip, our favorite sugar cookies ever. And they also have lemon sugar cookies, but I'm gonna have to try those out. So we've got a little snack here, and obviously you guys know what all of that tastes like and what that tastes like, but I want to try out this lemon sugar cookie. It really has me intrigued. I always think the regular sprinkled sugar cookies that they serve at the lounges and at Disney taste very lemony. So it might taste the same. I don't know, but you guys know I love lemon. That is so good. It has like crystallized sugar on the outside, a very light lemon flavor. It's nice and crunchy. Very good. Now, obviously, the Contemporary is so close to Magic Kingdom. You're able to take the monorail over, or you could just simply walk. It's about a 10-minute walk or so, so staying at the Contemporary is the perfect resort if you're planning on spending a lot of time in Magic Kingdom. However, I don't know about you, but if I'm spending a lot of money to stay at a resort, I want to kind of just enjoy the resort. So that is just what we're going to do, and I'll meet back up with you guys for dinner. We made it back to the lounge a little bit before dinner, and we're taking advantage of the wine and the beer selection that is already out. I poured myself a nice glass of champagne here. This is how we're getting our dinner service started. Cheers, guys. Bubbly blessed. It looks like they're just putting out the food. It is just 5 o'clock, and I am so excited to show you guys what they have. 'Cause spoiler alert, I did get a little sneak peek, but for dinner, they do have all of the beer out here, and it is self-serve. I kind of love that you can just grab whatever you'd like. And of course, our Mickey bars and sandwiches and strawberry bars, but they also have that self-serve wine. All the wine you can pour for yourself, and of course, our champagne right there, which I will be helping myself to some more of. Over here we still have our coffee bar and our water. Then our food is just over here. We have some of the cold stuff. We have some veggies with some ranch, and then over there some salads too. What do we have here? It looks like there's a spinach and pear salad up top. This is some southern potato salad and some roasted golden beets as well. But now we're getting to the good stuff, all of the hot food. And right here, they have some pork shoulder with some green chilies over some grits with some chili oil. Here it's really good but spicy. And right over here, we have some hot honey chicken over some cornbread. I can't wait to dive into that. And then our kiddie options for the evening, or kiddie options for adults as well for the evening, are some mac and cheese, some chicken nuggets, some broccoli, and some potato barrels over here. Of course, we've got a great cheese and meat spread. They have a bunch of different kinds of cheeses. That one on the left looks really good, but they also have a drunken goat cheese that I can't wait to try. They have some prosciutto, salami, ham, and of course, all of the accompaniments here. They have a whole bread basket going on. It looks like they've got some crackers and then some fresh made rolls as well. And then this is really what I'm here for. All of the sushi. So we have a tuna roll just over here, and then we have a vegetable roll over here. I'm definitely going to enjoy some tuna rolls. I want to try this pork shoulder here first. I know I heard it was super spicy. There's some chili oil on here. It looks like some Hatch green chilies as well, and it's served over grits. That's good. The pork is super tender, and the heat doesn't hit you until afterwards. Afterwards, I really started to feel the heat, but this is really tasty. We've also got our hot honey chicken over some cornbread here. It looks like a very tiny portion of chicken over a lot of cornbread, though. Ooh, that hot honey pepper sauce is really spicy. That's even spicier than the pork, but super flavorful. This needs a lot more chicken there. But the thing I'm most excited for is this sushi. And they didn't have any chopsticks, so we're just going with a fork. Got a little soy sauce. It's just tuna and rice wrapped in seaweed. But you can't go wrong with that. And I got one of the veggie rolls. It looks like it has some red pepper, some cucumber, some carrot. My mom has something very important to share.
Because I know Kristen wouldn't try it. The potato salad here was excellent. Excellent.
That was your favorite thing?
I don't know if it was my favorite thing, but it was definitely one of my favorite things. I like the sushi roll, the vegetable sushi roll. And I don't eat sushi, but it was pretty good.
We know that. They know.
They know.
They know you don't eat sushi. Well, potato salad. You heard it here first.
Very good.
Come get the potato salad. Well, I enjoyed dinner tonight. The spread was really good. The meat and cheese was delicious. Of course, all of the hot offerings were good as well. But I still have one more meal to show you guys later on today. Dessert. The sweet treats have arrived at the Atrium Club. Of course, we have all the usual suspects over here. And over here we have some additional alcohol. They have some Frangelico, Bailey's, Kahlua, and Grand Marnier. The club level classics out for dessert hour. Over here we have two different desserts. They have a pistachio chocolate pot de creme shot. I cannot wait to try that out because I love a little pistachio chocolate action. They also have a flan here. As for the rest of our desserts, this is a mango trifle. I love mango, so that should be good too. This right here looks amazing. A hazelnut crunch cake. Wow, it reminds me of the outside of like an ice cream bar, a Haagen-Dazs ice cream bar. That looks amazing. As does this Oreo cheesecake tart. I love anything Oreo. So all these desserts are sounding really good, including these cookies here. We've got the sugar cookies, my favorite. I've got one of every dessert, and as per usual, we're gonna do a little dessert speed round, starting with this Oreo cheesecake. This looks amazing. It actually looks like the gray stuff in the center. Usually I don't like Disney desserts that are served in the classic Disney buffet pie crust, but it's actually good. It doesn't taste like cheesecake, it just tastes like an Oreo mousse, but it's good. Now this hazelnut crunch cake. What is a bar that this looks like? Dad, what kind of ice cream bar does this look like? What is it called? Like a Haagen-Dazs or Crunch?
Like
Yeah.
almond ones.
Yeah, that's what it looks like, the outside. Oh, that is really good. It has like a rich, chocolatey, fudgy, and it tastes like there's a little bit of peanut butter flavor on the inside as well. It is so good, and that texture on the outside is so satisfying. Our flan. I'm not usually a big flan person. It's actually pretty good though. I enjoy it. Mango trifle. Gotta get to the bottom.
What? No.
Very tart. I don't love that. And our final dessert, the chocolate pistachio. Oh my gosh, I can't even get the spoon out. It's so thick. I love chocolate and pistachio, and that is easily the worst dessert on this tray. It tastes so artificial. Well, that is going to do it for our night at the Contemporary. I don't know if this is an unpopular opinion or not, but I think the Contemporary has the best view of the fireworks. You're higher up than the other Magic Kingdom resorts, and I think you're a little bit closer as well. So we had a fantastic view of the show. But with that being said, I will catch back up with you guys tomorrow morning for breakfast. I think it's safe to say that this is the best view at Disney World that you can possibly wake up to. I had a great night's sleep last night, except for the fact that I was woken up at 11:30 by fireworks coming from the Magic Kingdom. Usually I don't go to sleep until super late, like 2, 3 a.m., but I don't know. I was exhausted yesterday, and I went to sleep around 11, and I was woken up at 11:30. I think they were having one of those extra ticketed evening hours events at Magic Kingdom where they show enchantment. So keep that in mind if you are staying at the Contemporary and you're a light sleeper or something. If you get a theme park view room, you can hear all of the fireworks. And I had some noise canceling headphones in and stuff too, but you could hear right through it. But at this point, it's time to go get some breakfast. My dad is already down there, and I hear they got some good stuff. Breakfast today should be pretty similar to what they had yesterday. They'll have some eggs, some breakfast meat, some pastries, things like that. Just a couple of changes usually. So let's see what we got. Okay, back here, I see some yogurt again, some overnight oats and yogurt and our toppings, hard-boiled eggs and fruit. Okay, so this stuff here is all the same. Then over here for the hot stuff, I see some different things. So these are our typical scrambled eggs, but this time we also have an egg white frittata topped with some tomato salsa. Over here we have bacon again, and this looks extra crispy and good. I'll have to get some of that. We also have maple glazed ham, and this looks so good here. Tater kegs. It's like a giant hash brown, but guys, those are huge. They also have our Impossible sausage, some cheesy grits, and then of course, the same pastry basket over here. Usually they change some of the pastries, the muffins, the breakfast spreads, but I think this time it's the exact same muffins and such. I still see our biscuits from Steakhouse 71 over there. I got myself some of the egg white frittata, some extra crispy bacon, some of that ham. I got a chocolate muffin and some of those tater kegs, which I've never heard of, but they sound so good. I mean, you can't go wrong with that. It tastes like a mashed potato mixed with some green onions, some bacon, some cheese, and kind of formed into this little puck here. It's pretty good. We also got one of the chocolate chip muffins. I didn't try these yesterday. It's good. It's a lot less dry than it actually looks like it was going to be, but overall, I'm unimpressed by the breakfast pastry selection. Usually they have a bunch of different unique and kind of specific to the resort pastries, but here at the Club Lounge, it seems like they really don't. At Coronado, they always have two like rotating breakfast breads that are so good. They have like a banana bread, a coffee bread, so many delicious pastries. And even at Boardwalk, I remember they had some like specific pastries. At Animal Kingdom Lodge, of course, here it's just a very generic spread. But we also have some ham here. That's good. Tastes like ham. And our final thing, the egg white frittata topped with salsa, but I also topped it with some hot sauce. I think there's some spinach in here. Yeah, it's like an egg bite. Oh, there's some mushroom in there as well. It's actually pretty good, but it definitely requires the hot sauce. Well, it is sadly time to say goodbye to this room and this amazing view. I am very sad. But when you stay club level, you do have access to the lounge for the entire day that you check in and the entire day that you check out. So we're going to still be enjoying the club lounge amenities and all of the food in the lounge for all the rest of the day. We are currently on the way out, but before we do head out, I wanted to stop into the Atrium Club to show you guys what they have for our snack hour here. Same veggies and dips right here, the hummus and the ranch. And we have some new chips. They still have the pretzels, but our new chips, house-made chips, they have truffle and barbecue. I definitely have to try those truffle chips. That sounds amazing. And over here, I noticed a little bit of a change. Same cheese plate with the pepper jack and cheddar. Our Uncrustables, of course. But over here, in the dessert section, they have some macarons. That sounds really good. It's perfect because they have these little to-go baggies, so we got some snacks to go to take with us in the car and head over to Epcot. We're actually going to ride the new Soarin' for the first time. It's in the annual pass holder preview stage, and we heard there's not really a long line, so we're gonna leave for a bit and head over to Epcot. We are back at the Contemporary after our venture off to Epcot to ride Soarin', which I really loved, by the way. I definitely think it's an upgrade from Soarin' Around the World. This Soarin' Across America version is a bit better in my opinion. And the best part is there was pretty much no wait time, so that was definitely a success. But like I said, we're back at the Contemporary just in time for dinner, and I'm going to show you what they had. I talked to the chef the other day and she said it's going to be pasta night, so this should be good. So I may have already taken a peek over here, and for salads tonight for dinner, we have like a little Caesar wedge salad, which looks great. And I also see some burrata on top of tomato. I can't wait to dig into that. And I did already take a peek over here too, and a lot of the stuff is kind of looking the same, but what's not looking the same is the shrimp over orzo. They have a nice pasta here with I think some ricotta on top there, and we have some truffle mac and cheese. It says creamy truffle mac and cheese with black diamond cheddar sauce and a Parmesan crumble. That looks amazing. Over here, the kid options are the same, which is a little disappointing. We once again have some tots, mac and cheese, chicken tenders. They changed up the broccoli today for some cauliflower. Our cheese and meat selection is the exact same. Usually they kind of have two different cheese boards and meat boards that they rotate between, but it looks like we've only got one option here, and same thing every single day. Same with the bread, all the same options. And over here, our sushi's a little different. We have our veggie roll again, and we have a California roll, which I'm really impressed because it's not made with imitation crab. They're actually making it with real crab, and this sushi's coming from California Grill, and it was good last night, so I think this should be even better. So I'm starting with both of the salads, and both of these look great. These are right up my alley here. It looks like the burrata with the tomato also has like some balsamic spheres on it. I'm gonna have to grab a bunch of these. I'm pretty much not going to hate anything that has burrata on it, and this is obviously no different. And I do think these are some balsamic spheres. Delicious. Now for our mini Caesar salad here, which also looks really good. My only complaint with this salad and the burrata is that the portions are so small. I'm gonna have to keep getting back up to get some more because you really only get a bite. And I know that's kind of what the hors d'oeuvres are supposed to be, but man, I wish I just had a bowl of Caesar salad or like a bigger serving of the burrata because I feel bad just continuing to get up and get even more, but I'm definitely gonna have to with these. Now we're really getting started on pasta night here. I got a little bit of everything, all of the different entrees and not included in the pasta night celebrations. Some of this California roll. I feel like we need some chopsticks up here to eat this sushi. Very good though, and I don't like California rolls when they use imitation crab. I'll really only get it when they're using real crab, so I'm happy to see that here. But our pasta is looking so good. I know my dad already had the truffle mac and cheese, and that's obviously what I am most excited about. This looks so good. Super creamy, nice sharp cheese, very, very light truffle flavor. But really good. That Diet Coke sounded amazing. I heard that over here. And we have this other pasta. None of it is labeled, so I'm not really sure what this is, but it looks like it has some pesto and ricotta on there, some orecchiette and like a tomato cream sauce. That's really good too. I love the flavor of the pesto and the ricotta. Pasta's a little overcooked, but flavor's great. And our final entree, this looks like some shrimp with some Parmesan breadcrumbs on top over some orzo. The orzo looks really dry. Doesn't look like there's any sauce on it. There's not. It's just like plain orzo. I spoke too soon. I just got a bite from the bottom of the orzo bowl, and there is a little bit of like a scampi sauce down there, and it's so good. I definitely need to mix this pasta around. I need a little bit more sauce though, but the flavor that it has is delicious. Okay, now that we've sampled everything, Dad, what was your favorite thing from dinner tonight?
The truffle mac and cheese, and I'm not a big truffle person, so it was a very light truffle, but the cheese was like really creamy and good quality. But I also like the red pasta with the pesto, very tasty as well. And I'm not above a good tater tot, so I sneak them in at number 3.
Mom, what about you?
I didn't get to everything yet, but that Caesar salad was so good. I know, you guys know I'm a basic
Caesar girl.
I'm a big Caesar salad girl. I love shrimp too, but I did not care for that. I didn't think it was good.
I think they just need a little bit more sauce. They need to put some
It
more
was
sauce,
like
but when you get the sauce, it's good.
It was a little too dry. And then what was that, orecchiette, something? That was good because it had like some pesto, and I like pesto. So that was good. I did try the truffle mac and cheese. Very creamy, very cheesy, light truffle. So I'm not a truffle lover either, but it was pretty good. But I'm going back for the Caesar.
With that, our club level stay here at the Contemporary is coming to a close. I don't think we're gonna stick around for dessert today, although we could. I think I'm just gonna grab myself a Mickey bar and head on home. But before we head out, I have to tell you guys my overall thoughts on the Atrium Club and how I think it compares to the other club level resorts. As for the club itself, it is definitely on the smaller side. During dinner and breakfast, the club really filled up and there wasn't much seating, so I do appreciate that they have some of that seating in the hallway area. It definitely helps out a bunch, and it's really cozy in here, but very small. Food-wise, I thought all of the food that I tried was really good. I was just a little disappointed in the variety day to day. You know, we had the same meat and cheese today. We had the same bread today. We had the same breakfast pastries today. They also have the same hummus every day. Usually at the club lounges, they kind of rotate what flavor of hummus you get for lunch, but no, it was the same every day. We also had pretty much the same kids offerings this evening, so really not much is changing. So I would imagine if you're staying here for an extended period of time, this stuff would get very, very old very quick. Also for lunch, I read that they're supposed to be adding sandwiches, wraps, salads, soups to the menu at the different club level lounges around Disney World, and that didn't seem to happen here. The most we got was a very, very light cheese board. But like I said, everything that has been here has been good, especially tonight's dinner. That was definitely the best meal we had. And for the service, all of the cast members were super friendly. However, we did end up having to bus our own tables a lot of the time. And also the food came out pretty late, way after the time that it was supposed to for almost every meal service. And obviously staying club level here is extremely expensive, but I do think it would be fun and a great idea to do if you're planning on spending a lot of time in the Magic Kingdom, because it is super convenient to kind of just walk over to the park, walk back for a quick snack or a break, and be able to grab some food up here. But let me know what you guys think. Do you think what I got for the price of this room was worth it? Have you stayed here at the Atrium Club before, and how was your experience? Let me know in the comments down below. But man, am I gonna miss this view. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Thank you to everyone over on Patreon. I appreciate your support. If you want to see more honest Disney food and honest Disney club level reviews, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next video.